In this video, we are going to go over how to write exponential functions. So as we talked about when we graphed, let's talk about the different parts of an exponential function represent. So the a value represents the y-intercept. And so we know it's the y-intercept when our x is 0. And this is always our initial value. Our b value is our multiplier. So it's what we multiply by to create our exponential data. So if we're going to write a rule for this function, we're going to use this formula from above. First, I need to identify my a value. Well, I can see that my x is 0 right here. So this is my y-intercept, and so I know that my a is 1. Then to figure out my multiplier, I need to see how am I going from 1 to 2, 2 to 4, 4 to 8, 8 to 16. And I'm multiplying by 2 every time. So that means my b is 2. So when I go to write my equations, my y equals a, which is 1, b, which is 2, to the x power. Now if we're going to do the same thing, but just from a graph, I want to identify what's a and what's b. So in this case, I can see my y-intercept is right here. I know it's my y-intercept because my x is 0, so that means my a is 2. Now, unlike the table, I can't see what my b value is, so I'm going to use this other point to help me, 3, 0.25. When we're given a point, we know that that first number is x and our second number is y. So now I'm going to use the formula a times b to the x, and I'm going to substitute in what I know. So I know that a is 2, and then I know x is 3, and y is 0.25. And what this does is by substituting all those things that I know, I can leave b in the equation and I can solve for b. So the first thing I'm going to do is divide by 2 because I want to get the b alone. And so I'm going to get 0.125 equals b to the third power. Anytime we have a power, to get rid of that power, we're going to take the same type of root. So if I have a third power, I'm going to take a third root. And when I take the cube root of 0.125, I get that b is 0.5. So now that I know that a is 2 and that my b is 0.5, I can write my equation in this form. So I'm going to have y equals 2 times 0.5 to the x power. Let's do the same thing for this next graph. So again, I want to identify what my a is first, and I see my y-intercept is right here. X is 0, y is 0.5, so my a is 0.5. Then I'm going to use my other point, 3, 32, to use that as x and y. And so I'm going to plug those in this equation. So my a is 0.5, my x is 3, and my y is 32. So just like before, my first step is going to be to divide by this 0.5. When you do 32 divided by 0.5, you're going to get 64. Now, just like in the last problem, I have a third power, so I'm going to take the cube root of both sides in order to get my b alone, and I'm going to get that my b is 4. So now that I know my a is 0.5 and my b is 4, I can plug it into the formula. So y is going to equal 0.5 times 4 to the x power. All right, let's take a look at some more writing equations. So it says write an equation of an exponential function whose initial value is 6. So anytime we talk about initial value, that's our a value. So our a value is 6. It has a growth factor of 5, so that means my b is 5. It is shifted left 7 and down 3. All right, so let's look back at the transformation problem that we talked about when we were graphing. And talk about where each of these would go in it. So if we are talking about our a values, so our a being 6, that's going to go in this first slot. Our b being 5, that's going to go in the b slot. Now, if it's shifted left 7, that's going to go in the h spot, and it's going to be plus 7 because left is always plus with the x. And then if I have down 3, that's going to be minus k, and so it's going to be minus 3. So let's put it all together. So we're going to have y equals 6 times 5 to the x plus 7 minus 3. And so that is what our formula would look like. Let's take a look at the next one. Again, we're going to use that same kind of model. Write an equation of an exponential function whose initial value is 2. So again, that would go in my A spot. Whose decay factor is 1/2. So again, now we're just not growing, we're decaying, but my b is still 1/2 now. My b is 1/2 now. And then it's shifted right 4 up 2. So again, my right 4 means minus 4. And up 2 is going to be plus 2. So let's put this all together. So y would equal 2 times 1/2 to the x minus 4 power, and then plus 2. All right, let's look at the last one. Write an equation of an exponential function with an initial value of 4, a growth factor of 2, and an asymptote at y equals 3. All right, so now there's wording it differently, but if my asymptote is at positive 3, that means my graph shifted up 3, which means I'm going to have a plus 3 at the end. So again, if I'm using this model, I'm just going to have a plus 3 here at the end to represent that upshift of 3. So I'm going to have y equals, well, my a is 4, my b is 2, and I have an upshift of 3.